There's 3 months left in the year and you haven't completed your New Year's resolutions. It's okay, I haven't either. 3 months doesn't seem like a lot of time, but you would be surprised how much you can get done in 90 days. In my vision board video that I made last year, I said that our goals change and that's okay. That's normal. So let's revisit our boards and see what goals we just don't want to do anymore. You can just go ahead and cross them off, and while you're at it, go ahead and check off anything that you've completed. The goals that you have left probably fall into one of 4 categories. One goal you might have left is a habit-based goal. This would be saying something like, I want to go to the gym 5 days a week. Maybe on average this year, you've only gone like 3 or 4 times a week. You want to ask yourself what the purpose of that habit goal is. Because probably you're not going to the gym just for the sake of going to the gym. You're going to lose weight, or to get stronger, or to be healthier. So ask yourself, have you achieved that underlying goal? If you have, I would say just check this goal off. But if you haven't, see if you can get it by actionable and reasonable steps. If 90 days realistically isn't enough time to do this goal, we're going to move it into the 4th type of goal, and I'll get to that in a bit. Another type of goal you might have is something you just need to do once. Maybe this is like going on a road trip or giving your bedroom a makeover. This is the easiest goal to complete. You just want to pick a day or a weekend or a week, like schedule it out and just do it. The 3rd type of goal is a vague goal, which we were trying to avoid, but they always do kind of slip in somehow. Mine was, I want to keep my room more clean this year. One of the things on my dream board is keeping my room clean. So first, you're going to want to ask yourself, do you think you've made any achievements towards this? Do you think you've realistically completed this? And be honest with yourself. For me, I would say no, I haven't. Since we can't mark this as completed, let's go ahead and change this vague goal into something a little bit more specific. So for my bedroom, I'm gonna say that I want to have a place for everything and everything goes in its place. So then I can take that specific goal and break it down into steps that I can achieve. So for me, this goal is going to be broken down into 3 days. The first day, I'm going to figure out what organization supplies I need. The second day is going to be spent decluttering, and then the 3rd day is going to be spent cleaning and actually organizing everything. And ideally, when you go to make your checklist, everything should be able to be completed within a day. If you can't complete it within a day, I would say that step is too big and I would break it down again. The last type of goal you might have is a goal that you know you're not going to be able to reach this year. These types of goals are going to go on our boards for next year. And instead of continuing to work on them, I want you to detach yourself from the goal for a second. You shouldn't feel guilty about failing. That's really not going to help you at all. And I want you to try to take an honest look at your goals, at yourself, as in like your tendencies and your habits and your life this year, and ask yourself, why wasn't I able to complete this goal this year? And be honest with yourself, and I would make a list. So like I said, these next 90 days are not going to be spent working on these goals. I mean, you can if you want, but this is just one way I would approach it. Instead, I would take these next 90 days, because you know this is going on your board next year. I would spend this time setting up habits and systems and just generally setting yourself up for success, since now you know probably why you weren't able to complete it this year. So right now you might be looking at your board and you're realizing that, hey, you have a lot of X's on here, which means there's space for more stuff. Do not add more goals onto here. And listen, I am all for starting new goals and starting them right now. But are these new goals something you want to start right now? Or do you just want to like put them on your list? You probably just want to put them on your list. It would be so much better if you just focus on the goals that you've decided you want to try to complete this year. But keep that new goal in the back of your head, because January 1st will be here before you know it, trust me. Something else I would avoid doing is trying to complete all of your goals at once. Depending on what type of goals you have, I would just pick 1 or 2 to focus on at one time and prioritize them. Which one's most important to you? Focus on that first. All right, I think that's all I've got. Good luck.